Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for Game 1 between the Orange Protoss Mike and the Red Terran Spartan. This is the 3 West Classic, the little tournament I put together between my friends, and if all of you are wondering where Game 3 is between Spartan and Contrarian, that will come eventually. For some reason, the Spartan believes that if he avoids playing it, that I really don't know why he keeps delaying it. It's gonna have to get played eventually, and yeah, that's all there is to it. But this is Game 1 between Mike and Spartan. Just like Game 1 for everything in the round robin stage, it is on xel'naga Caverns. And I guess I can get the production tab up. So I know that Mike has been away from the game for a little bit, so he might be a little bit rusty. So we're going to see how he handles Spartan's seemingly aggressive play style, and whether he can fend it off. As you recall, Contrarian had a bit of trouble on this map, and it was just one little thing after another until he just couldn't build an army fast enough to defend himself. So we'll see if Mike has the same problem, or if he's going to have an answer to the Spartan aggression. But we are not quite to that point yet. We're just getting down our first supply structures, as it were. And, oh, are we here? Yep, here goes the barracks down. Not really going for tight wall-in. Although I don't know if you need to against Protoss, although if you're not going to do a wall-in, you'd really be better off just dropping your buildings here, because then your SCV can get back to mining as quickly as you can. And we got a gateway going down for Mike, who also doesn't seem to be going for quite be going for a wall, and I'm not really sure what the motivation is for just floating your buildings vaguely around the entrance. Maybe someone can give me some better tips on why they choose to do that. Most people either wall in tight, keep everything close to their main base, or they might spread stuff out just to kind of hide their tech. But that's really getting high level, and usually don't do that for your first buildings anyhow, unless you're going for some real cheese like a proxy barracks or a cannon rush or something. And he's going to be getting down his cybernetics core. And is that the first barracks? No, that's the second barracks down for Spartan, who's now just producing his first Marine. So going for another 2 racks. We'll see if he goes into a 3 racks like he likes to, and then goes pushing out with a decent number of Marines before he starts, maybe getting some add-ons or something. And we're going to have a Zealot out here for Mike. So he will have at least 1 unit in his army, and getting a second Zealot. I don't know, he might want to consider getting some sentries, although he may not be aware of how aggressive Spartan is, but sentries might be a good idea. And he's throwing down a second gate. So it doesn't look like we're going to get a fast expand, which is probably good against Spartan, who has already got 3 Marines and is up 24 food to 23 food, so a little bit ahead. And if we check the income tab, they are equal on harvesters, although I think Spartan probably has got some mules. No, he doesn't have any mules in there. He's just got 1 guy on gas. And we have 3. Oh, so it must be the difference is that Spartan's not getting any gas right now, so that's why he's got a little income lead right now, even though they are equal on harvesters, which you don't see that often this far in. Usually by now somebody's changed it up, and it looks like we had a second assimilator done for Mike. Hasn't put anyone on yet, and oh, does not have his rally points into his minerals, which means that all his probes coming out are going to be slow getting to work. And his cybernetics core is done not researching warp gate. This is a big mistake. He's got the now he just has the resources for it. He's got to start researching this. And now here comes the move out. We've got 7 Marines here for Spartan and a couple of Zealots and a Stalker. I don't think this is going to be enough. Mike's going to be in trouble really quick here if he does not start building up an army. And he's still not getting warp gate. He's just using his gateways and not getting any other tech. He's not getting a robo. He's not getting any more gateways. He's going to be seriously deficient when this attack comes, unless Spartan just decides to sit here and do nothing. Does have a slight harvester lead now. I don't know if that's going to make the difference right now. Oh, getting engineering bay, which I don't think he needs at this point. It is going to slow down his unit production. Oh, he does have a tech lab now, but here comes the attack, and we got a couple of stalkers. We need to get the Zealots out there in front to help defend the stalkers, and yeah, he needs to pull back. He's got to get as many units out there as he possibly can, and he did get 1 Marine. And he's going to gauge again, and he's going to pull back, but now he's got 3 stalkers on him, and wow, this is actually cleaning up pretty nice. Oh, he's going to pull those zealots back. Don't lose this. Well, I guess he just decided he's going to clean this up, and nope, that zealot almost died, but he will quickly regenerate his shields and hopefully be ready for the next fight. So that attack was held off, and here comes a 3rd gateway, and still not getting his warp gate technology. He's going to really need this if he wants to keep up in unit production, especially now that we're getting a reactor down here for Spartan, who looks like he is going to continue his building an army and pushing forward, although he is going to be getting an expansion now. So his first attack didn't go well, so maybe he's going to decide to expand. I would have liked him to expand behind this and not wait until the attack failed, because obviously this isn't a very big force, but if he counterattacked with it, it could run right into his expansion now. Oh, we are getting a robo, which I don't know about getting 3-gate robo, but since he's not getting his warp gate technology, he's not going to be macroing his army as fast as he could be. He's not even having his rally points. He needs to get some rally points set up on his buildings. But he is going to expand himself with a very small army, so this could be interesting. But Spartan's expanding himself, so if he dedicates himself to saturating this base, then he's going to be not going to be attacking anytime soon, although this force could still do a bit of damage, especially now that he's got some marauders in there. He got Marauders, yeah, he's getting Marauders slow, and that could be a difference maker, and +1 attack. But we're gonna have to see if he's gonna get more aggression, or if he's just gonna produce an army to use for later. It looks like this army is moving out now, so I guess he is gonna kind of expand behind this. He's gonna expand behind the 2nd attack. And oh, I don't know how this is going to do. We're getting the Observer out. I think he needs a bit more of an army. He's going to need maybe some more zealots. I don't know what you get against this composition. He's only got a couple of marauders, so maybe this is the right grouping, because stalkers are pretty good against marines. But he needs to get warp gate technology. He desperately needs to get warp gate technology, and now he's just pumping out a bunch of observers. I don't know what he needs all these observers for. And he's not even sending them out to scout. But here comes the next attack. He's going to go for that pylon, and he's going to try to pull back. Pulling back, but he's taking a lot of damage because stalkers are faster than marines. And where is the stalkers going? Don't pull away, stalkers. And I think he's going to clean this up. Oh, well, I thought there were more marines dead than I thought, but he's going to get one of the stalkers. Yeah, he will clean this up. So doing pretty well, and we're getting a Twilight Council now for Mike. I'm not entirely sure what his strategy is here, but his strategy should be to get warp gate technology as soon as possible. Oh, it looks like we're going to get a counterattack now, but he's got to be careful, and he really needs to bring a probe out with him. Oh, I was about to say he needs to bring a probe out with him to set up a proxy pylon, but he doesn't have warp gate technology. He can't warp in reinforcements down here, and that is going to be a huge detriment to this attack. But he's been cleaning up these armies pretty well. He could clean this up and roll right into Spartan's base. Spartan is getting out of factory now. He's got to be careful. He doesn't have any zealots to absorb the damage now, and Spartan is going to try to pull back and get the advantage of the high ground. There are a lot more marauders in this force now. Here comes the reinforcing stalkers, but he's got no more reinforcements anywhere on the way, but Spartan's about to run out of units, so he's going to have to depend on his unit production, and he's got another marauder on the way, but his marines are a long way off, and you need to focus down. Don't focus down the supply depots. That is not your biggest problem right now. And here comes another marauder. The supply depot is going to go down. Yeah, he's got to get focused down the marauder, and he's about to have a bunch of marines pop out on him. And he needs to get these stalkers up the ramp. What are the stalkers doing? Not all the stalkers are shooting. He needs to get them up the ramp. Get them up the ramp, Mike. Get them up the ramp. And he needs to control this attack a little bit better, because he's not. Well, now he's going to focus down the reactor. That is going to slow down the marine production considerably. And it looks like Spartan doesn't believe that he can do any more. He's not building units fast enough. Although if Mike would just move into this base, he would end it a lot faster. He's letting his front stalkers just take a lot of damage as he slowly whittles it away. He needs to hit the important structures. He needs to hit the barracks. He needs to hit the add-ons especially. But Spartan is going to give the GG. So Mike is going to take game 1 after knocking off the rust. So I hope you enjoyed game 1 in Mike versus Spartan. Spartan will get to pick the map in game 2. And I hope you enjoyed that one coming up. And have a day.